Yeah. Okay.
And it says on this one we need the normal probability applet. And those two lovely pieces. Together. Okay, so if an ANOVA hypothesis, or in an ANOVA hypothesis, we reject the hypothesis when there's sufficient evidence to indicate at least one mean is different from the others. I'm going to pull up lesson 14 real fast.
Pretty sure that's true.
That sounds about right. Because in the ANOVA test, the hypothesis null should be all means are equal. So yeah.
Yeah.
What requirements need to be checked when performing an ANOVA hypothesis test? And that's going to be, it's an F distribution, so right skewed, never negative, and the p-value for the ANOVA tests is in the area of the right tail. Oh, it's not B. People in each group or that.
It did say that the variants are equal. Variances are equal. Why is it F and never negative?
So you think it's C, variances are equal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that written down at least. I know that.
So to check if each group is normally distributed, do the following: a QQ plot, a histogram, or a scatter plot. It looks like,
I think it was a QQ because in the
So
preparation.
you check the QQ plot for each group separately.
Yeah.
Assume the variance in each group is the same if the following happens. The sample variance for each group is smaller than the sample mean. The largest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance. The largest sample mean is less than 2 times the smallest sample mean, or each group has the same sample size.
See, if the largest variance is less than or equal to 4 times the smallest, we say they're equal. So
yeah.
The largest is less than 4 times the smallest.
Let's B.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bob.
And another hypothesis is equivalent to conducting independent 2-sample t-tests between every pair of samples. If there are 3 samples, there are 3 pairs, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3. How many pairs are there when there are 4 samples?
Oh, that's a tricky question.
So 4 samples, it's pretty easy to just write it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 3 and 4.
You have 6?
Yeah, I have 6. I wanted to say 4, but that's.
I know. That's what I was trying to think. I'm like, okay, is it? So I'm like, that seems like a trick question somewhere.
Yeah, it was tricky.
There are 5 topics. Okay, so we've got that scenario, and we need to know what is the smallest variance for the 6 groups using that data.
Okay, sucker shoes. Open.
So are we using, which Excel one are we using for this one?
The ANOVA.
ANOVA. Right. Do you know how to take, so like, you know how it has all the sample numbers in those columns?
Yeah.
How do I delete those without having to individually delete them?
I don't know. I just go through and individually do it.
That's what I do too. It drives me crazy. I thought there's got to be a way.
Yeah, I think there is, but I just don't know how.
Me either. So, teacher, if you happen to be listening to this one,
Yeah, help us out.
post that. That'd be super.
It's probably something super simple and easy. You just
I know it's like probably like the dumbest thing, but I've tried the control, highlighting them and deleting and
yeah, I've tried that and
all that, and it just doesn't do it. Yeah. Okay, so this one is for the soccer shoes. So I assume we put all the accuracies in A. That's meaning column A.
Yeah, I think
footwear A.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing at least, because it doesn't say otherwise.
That's a process.
Okay.
Although one can't help but wonder how they used to do statistics before Excel became what it is.
Yeah, that would be horrible doing all this by hand.
That's when I asked my brother-in-law. He's an accountant, and he's been helping me with. I was getting ready for quizzes, and he's like, "You have to do this formula, this, and then he goes, "Wait, you have a chart." Like they did not have that but his was of course a more intense statistics class. He's like, they never let us use those charts.
I think without these charts, I probably wouldn't even bother with this.
Yeah, okay. It would have just been the end. Forget it.
Yeah, no, never mind. Let's see. What about the socks? Does that even go in there? There's no room.
Would that be the last column? But yeah, socks seems kind of like a weird. Doesn't seem like it fits with the groups that needs to be there.
Well, there's only 6 slots too in the ANOVA. So
Well, that would be the 6th one. Would be the socks.
Oh, I messed up on something then.
So there's A, B, C, D, E. So that's 5, and then socks. I'm going to scroll through real fast, see if socks are mentioned later on or not. Well, it says construct a QQ pot. So I'm assuming that means for their footwear. Some of the people didn't wear shoes, they wore socks. So we must have to use socks for our 6th one. Just to make it a little trickier, she threw that in. Okay, so what is the smallest variance of the 6 groups? So the smallest one I'm seeing looks like variable 3.
Put one of them in twice or something. I can't figure out which one I did wrong. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So your smallest, what was smallest? So for your smallest variance, you got 27.208.
That's what I got.
Okay. Largest 53.158.
So for 10 for the test for the equal variances, did you get false?
Well, I put true because the lowest is, if you take the lowest and multiply it by 4, it's higher than the highest one.
It's what?
Because the rule is if the largest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance, then you say it's equal, and the smallest.
Oh, it's less. Okay, I thought it had to be more than. So that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you constructing your QQ plots?
Yeah, I started.
Do you know how to change? Because it says paste the data in column A and then sort column A from lowest to highest. How do we get it to sort?
I don't know, and I don't really want to do it all by hand. But it might be all we might have.
I'm looking to see if there's a sort the information type.
Because doing that for all 6 is going to take a while.
There has got to be a better way to do that. You know what? For today, I'm just going to say true and move on.
Yeah, we'll ask the TA or somebody how we can sort them. There's got to be easier.
Yeah, because I was saying that's going to take all day long just to do that.
Yeah, I don't think there's no way they expect us to do it like that.
Perform an ANOVA test in SPSS and observe the p-value is 0.081. Let's see, do I have that? Yes, I observed that. Then remove the SOX data and perform the test again. What is the p-value when we remove the SOX data? See, again, this would be great if we knew how to quickly delete things.
Yeah. SOX data. Oh, that worked. If you highlight them all and press the delete button, it worked. Instead of backspace.
Ah, there you go. Genius. Okay, so I have 0.309 now.
Yeah, that's what I have.
The test statistic for an ANOVA hypothesis test is an F statistic. Is the p-value the area to the right or the left of the F statistic? Well, let's see here. The F statistic is 1.216. The p-value is 0.319. P-value, F equals 4. I think the P-value is to the right.
Yeah, I think so, because they're all right skewed, and it said like the tail value.
And the little chart on lesson 14 has theirs where they mark it. They show like F looks like almost like the Z value almost, and the P is that area that you're highlighting.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so let's examine the calories first. Construct QQ plots of the calories for each of the 3 types of hot dogs and compare the variances to determine if the assumptions to use the ANOVA have been met. I'm just going to mark A for this one, and we'll come back, because, again, I don't want to mess with QQ plots. I'm running an ANOVA test to determine if the mean number of calories is the same for all 3 types of hot dogs. Okay, so we've got to plug this stuff in. Well, that delete thing definitely makes life better.
Yeah, I'm making it a lot faster. Poultry, beef. Wait a minute, there's like... Oh, it gives you, for 15, it gives you what you need to know to answer the question.
Into where?
In question 15.
Oh, it already tells us the answer.
Yeah, it gives you the degrees of freedom, the p-value, f-value.
So we have sufficient evidence to claim that all 3 hot dog types have the same mean numbers of calories. We do not have the same. We have the same. Okay, so our p-value is 0.000. So what happens when we have a 0 p-value?
So it's less than 0.05, so we reject the null. That all 3 hot
I wonder how it got that for the p-value, because when I put it in, that is not, well, I guess maybe it could be because it has that error thing, or e to the 0.6. Okay, so if it's less, then I
think it's D.
I think it's B.
I think it's D.
B.
Sufficient evidence, at least 1 hot dog type. Yeah, it's different.
Okay, so now let's examine the sodium levels. So again, I'm just going to mark A because I'll come back. Okay, so despite the possible problem, oh, hang on, it can't be A because it says there's a possible problem. So I'll mark B. Okay, despite the possible on QQ plot for poultry, you decide to use ANOVA to determine if the mean sodium levels are all the same for 3 groups. What is the p-value for the test? So I'm assuming now I need to change it to just the sodium.
Yeah, there's 3 sodium numbers.
Oh, hang on, Jason, sorry. Hello. Hey, I am still working on school stuff. Who again? Just kidding, Emma. Hey, so I'm probably not going to make it there before she gets there. But let's just make this a standard first interview. Find out. My main thing I'm wanting to find out from her is if she has a past reference, especially her most recent job, because on her Facebook page, it looks like she works somewhere in January, so I don't know why she's not there anymore. So I want to find out most recent reference, and if she's willing to let us call to check her reference. I'm also making sure she has a current license and insurance. You have her license and stuff? Oh, or you have the questions. Were you talking to me? Is she already there? Oh, okay. She's not at the office yet. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Yeah. So just kind of get through that. I would say, work on personality, but mainly it's making sure that we can prove that she's had some kind of job history and that we can check to make sure, that people wouldn't say like, do not hire that person, kind of a thing. And then personality, whatever. So if you guys end up deciding that you like her, you'd like to bring her again, schedule her sometime next week for me. I can do any day but Wednesday. Yeah, so Monday, if you like her, would be fine. And Steph. Sorry, Jason.
It's all good.
Sorry, say that one more time, Emma. What is she looking for? Let her know, the possibility would be probably for the summer months, it would be more, we could do like afternoons, having her there, but mornings, I don't want to, it would just be, we'd pick like 2 morning, it wouldn't be full time right now because we just don't need to have, and we don't need a CA in the mornings right now. And stuff. So, but then come winter, we would, but tell her, I would say explain to her, we've had CAs that are massage therapists before, but what tends to happen is that they don't want to do the job of a CA, when they don't have massages. So we'd want to make sure, she needs to be willing to file, she needs to be willing to make phone calls. Tell her, we do tests, make sure that you are comfortable on the phones, things like that. Right, yeah. If she's wanting to get paid that CA rate when she's not doing massages, then we need someone that can actually do the CA work. Otherwise, we need to hire a separate CA and just have her do massages and stuff. So it would be more like, we're willing to, but this is what, in the past, this hasn't worked well for us because of, personality not wanting to do this, the CA standard work and stuff, and say, it's not glamorous. So if that's, something you don't want to do, speak now before we have you doing that kind of a thing. And so it's a lot of filing, it's a lot of calls, it's a lot of marketing type things. Talk to her about going to events and doing chair massages and things like that. If you like her after all of that, if you want to have her just do a 5-minute chair massage, just so you can get an idea of whether or not you think it's even something you want to bring back. And if so, then the scheduler for Monday after 9 o'clock, please, not before 9. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be there in just a little while. Okay. Bye. Never buy a business, Jason.
Yeah, sounds stressful.
A disaster in the waiting.
Sounds like
okay, did you get 17?
Yes. For 17, I got 0.179.
0.017?
No, sorry, 0.179.
179. Did you move on to 18 yet?
Yeah, I think 18 is B.
B, like boy?
Yeah.
Okay, did you already submit?
No, I can't right now. Actually, I probably should have done that when we were on the phone.
No worries.
Okay. 3 is right. 4 is partly wrong.
Okay, what should 4 have been?
4 should be B and C.
Gotta love those.
So B and C.
Okay.
5 is right, 6 is right, 7 is right, 8 is right, 9 is right, 10 is right, 11 is right, 12 is right, 13 is right, 14 is right, 15 is right, 16 should be A and C.
There's only one possibility.
Okay, what the heck? Because this has an arrow by A and it has an arrow by C.
Which one did you have checked?
I had B checked.
Oh, that's weird. I'll just mark C and then I'll save it before you do yours and see if we get it right off that.
Yeah, it might be saying A and C are both right or something. Okay, 17, 18 are right. Okay, so those were the only two.
Okay, I'm going to submit this and I'll see if that answer was right. And if you want to open yours. Okay, yeah, we got all of those. So it
Okay.
must have been either one of those would have been right.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 is true.
Okay.
4 is B and C. 5 is C. 6 is B. 7 is 6. 8 is 27.208. 9 is 53.158. 10 is true. 11 is true, which, that's pretty good considering we just guessed those.
Yeah.
12 is 0.309. That never works for me on actual tests, but for some reason it
Yeah,
works.
for some reason on the groups.
Yeah.
I'd still like to know what I got wrong on that quiz. It's bugging me, but
Yeah.
anyway. 13 is right. 14 is A. 15 is D. 16 is C. 17 is 0.179. 18 is B. And that's it.
All right.
Okay, so 15.
Probably going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long one. And I have not even started that one yet.
Neither have I.
So I guess we'll just bang through it and see. Okay, I'm going to turn off this YouTube one and we'll get the next one.
All right.